Hello everyone, and welcome to my The Bold Fans channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Deacon worries that Sheila might endanger Taylor, and Elektra lets Will down. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Will and RJ reconnect. Lee gives Sheila a reality check, and Steffi freaks out over Taylor's love for Deacon. When Steffi gets to Taylor's office, she discovers that she is taking notes on Deacon. He is still her patient. You can't be with him. Steffi yells at her mother. You are aware of that, correct? Taylor is pleased with what she and Deacon have achieved, and they have more professional potential. Steffi worries about Sheila's reaction if she found out. We both know what she's capable of. The idea of losing Deacon may drive her insane. Taylor acknowledges that she began to feel something, but she chose not to act on it. It serves as a reminder that she can let go of Ridge. Steffi reiterates that Deacon is not the right person. You are not allowed to interact with Sheila's husband. After drawing a line with Finn, Steffi is now doing the same with her mother. Sheila is too important for them to tamper with. Deacon should no longer be a patient. Steffi sobs. I can't lose you, Mom, as she pulls her mother into her arms. I can't let you go. Deacon's admission. Sheila tries to flirt with her husband at Deacon and Sheila's house, but he doesn't react. Abruptly, she inquires about his relationship with Taylor. He claims he has an appointment with her today and appears cautious. After praising Taylor for their marriage, Sheila walks away. When Hope shows there, she also wants to know what's happening between him and Taylor. Deacon veers toward Liam and her. Hope tells him that everything is great but points out that he is dodging her inquiry. Deke told her about Taylor and himself. Deacon says it's complicated and is upset that Deke told Hope. Hope claims that Steffi also brought it up to her. She doesn't want him to deny himself, but it's a tricky issue. Taylor will help him if it makes him happy and they truly have something in common. Although he is married, Deacon acknowledges that Taylor is an amazing woman. Nevertheless, Taylor had a significant influence on his self-perception. He now realizes that he deserves love and prosperity. Deacon is unable to pursue his feelings for Taylor. It's too risky. He fears for Taylor because Sheila would go crazy. Sheila is happy to meet Lee in the restaurant since she needs a conversation. She bemoans the lack of support from Deacon and Hope. Lee believes she shouldn't be shocked because they might never show up. It doesn't matter what other people think if they are genuinely devoted. Sheila is simply appreciative that Taylor is on their side. Will interrupts Elektra and RJ in the Forrester showroom and murmurs. So, it's true. The golden boy has returned, RJ says, citing his parents' reconciliation as the reason. They discuss how RJ and Elektra had never met before today, and are not related by blood. RJ tells Will that he finds his girlfriend to be lovely and charming. Will is informed by RJ that he will be staying for some time. Will says they don't act like their dads and believes they will collaborate. After talking about supper, Will gives Elektra a farewell kiss. RJ says, sounds good to me. RJ observes cunningly. Dylan welcomes Will to the beach house and they strike up a conversation. He claims to be preparing dinner for Elektra and himself. She will ensure that they have privacy. Right then at work, RJ hears Elektra answer a call from Ivy, who needs her to remain late. Elektra calls Will and informs him that she won't be over tonight. She now worries about whether Ivy and the Forresters will be okay with her staying the night. However, she treasures their relationship. Will disconnects after reassuring her that he understands. When Dylan shows up, he inquires about how things are going. Next on The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon and Taylor are unable to suppress their emotions. Wednesday, January 21st. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Will's dinner for two. Taylor and Deacon play with fire. According to Wednesday, January 21st. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Dylan will receive a dangerous invitation from Will Spencer, and Taylor Hayes and Deacon Sharp will play with fire. When Steffi Forrester Finnegan realized Deacon was still her patient, she lost it on her mother in Taylor's office. As a result, Steffi drew a line and demanded that Taylor release Deacon. Steffi sobbed because she was clearly afraid of the potential threat posed by Sheila Sharp and couldn't bear to lose Taylor. Steffi will continue to be an emotional mess on Wednesday's B&B episode, as she considers her biggest dread. Steffi will undoubtedly go into panic mode at the prospect of Sheila hurting Taylor physically or hastening her demise. Deacon will meet with Taylor again at some point. That might result in Taylor stating once more that she shouldn't be in charge of his therapy sessions. Given that Taylor is truly improving Deacon's life, he might disagree once more. Deacon and Taylor will undoubtedly be playing with fire since they will be swept up in an intimate time together. According to B&B spoilers, Taylor and Deacon might share a passionate kiss, since they will no longer be able to suppress their feelings. Deacon and Taylor might not be able to fight the attraction that keeps bringing them together. Since Will baked a lot of teriyaki chicken and recently learned that Elektra forced her to work late, there's a good probability he'll ask Dylan to supper. Dylan might consent to eat with Will, and while they share a meal they might become closer. In one scenario, Dylan expresses her desire to return Will's favor in whatever way she can, but they will both be in peril. Naturally, RJ Forrester might take advantage of this chance to strengthen his bond with Elektra. Since Elektra is unable to go out to dinner with Wood, perhaps RJ would get her takeout and enjoy it with her while she is taking a break from work. In any event, while Dylan develops a link with Dylan at the beach house, RJ appears ready to further his relationship with Elektra. Don't miss all the romantic news that will be revealed on the CBS soap opera The Bold and the Beautiful. According to spoilers, The Bold and the Beautiful. Logan designer curveball destroys father-son bond. Ridge disowns Eric? According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge Forrester might reject Eric Forrester. Will the Logan designer curveball ruin the father-son relationship between Eric and Ridge? For the time being, Eric and Katie Logan Spencer were able to keep his new role a secret, but they are only postponing the inevitable. By concealing information from Ridge and Brooke Logan Forrester, Katie and Eric are really exacerbating the situation. Donna Logan Forrester has been attempting to contact Eric and Katie because she senses that a significant conflict is about to break out. Eric is fully committed to this road with Katie, even if Donna would prefer that he return to Forrester Creations on a part-time basis. Eric would much rather dedicate himself to an amazing Logan launch than sign up for further disrespect at Forrester. Unfortunately, Eric's friendship with Ridge will suffer greatly as a result of that choice. To be fair, Ridge's insistence that Eric attend a retirement party was what initially caused the conflict. Eric is still upset and furious at Ridge's treatment of him, even though he has been keeping quiet and attempting to maintain harmony. Naturally, B&B spoilers indicate that when Ridge learns more about Eric's new job, it will be his turn to feel deceived. Ridge will eventually learn about Eric's position as a Logan designer, and the news won't be well received. Ridge will undoubtedly attack Eric with all of his might, but Eric will undoubtedly stand his own and defend his stance. This may easily result in an ultimatum in which Ridge threatens to disavow Eric if he continues to work with the enemy. Ridge might tell Eric outright that he is no longer his father if he continues to dig his heels in. Given that his biological father was Massimo Marone, Ridge might make fun of Eric for not being his real father. This conflict between Eric and Ridge may help advance the We Have No Blood Ties theme for RJ and Elektra Forrester as well, since RJ Forrester recently brought up the Marone dilemma in a conversation with Elektra Forrester. In any case, spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Ridge and Eric will face more family strife in the future, so pay attention. On The Bold and the Beautiful, no wedding ever ends without collateral harm. A tidal wave of chaos, suspicion, manipulation, and emotional sabotage could threaten Daphne Rose's future with Carter Walton before they even reach the altar, according to the most recent spoilers and story clues. Daphne Rose's long-teased, extremely complicated mother may soon be landing in Los Angeles. It doesn't look like this will be a cozy, champagne-toasting mother of the bride visit. It looks like this will be a reckoning. The fall preview hinted at trouble, and it may have only been delayed when The Bold and the Beautiful unveiled its 2025 fall preview spoilers. Astute viewers noticed an intriguing detail right away. A mysterious figure from Daphne Rose's past was hinted at as someone who could cause a stir. At the time, rumors ran wild. Was it a former romantic partner? An ex-fiancé? A resentful competitor in business? A relative with unresolved matters? Nothing came of it right away, but that didn't imply the idea was dropped. Delayed tales on B&B are frequently the riskiest. They are discreetly put on hold till the ideal moment. And now that Daphne and Carter are engaged in 2026, the timing couldn't be more dramatic. The time leading up to Daphne's wedding is when the show is most likely to release a destabilizing character from her past. A quickly spread wedding announcement, Particularly to Paris. Daphne Rose is not a member of Los Angeles society. Her hometown is Paris. From previous partnerships, she hardly ever goes into great detail about history. From a family she had purposefully avoided. However, things have changed since then. The announcement of an engagement, particularly one involving Carter Walton, a prominent Forrester lawyer with strong connections to one of the most influential fashion dynasties, is not kept under wraps for very long. Reactions are unavoidable as word gets back to Paris. There will be inquiries. Motivations will be examined. There will be issues. And the one who is most inclined to act independently, Daphne's mom, Daphne's mother. The clearly dangerous option if BNB choose to include someone from Daphne's history on the canvas, her mother is both the most sensible and the most volatile choice. Why? Because there aren't many benign mothers on this program. They interfere. They are manipulators. They conduct tests. They sabotage. Additionally, people frequently think they know what's best, even when they are gravely mistaken. Daphne has already hinted at the complexity of her family's circumstances. She has made references to family members waiting for her back in Paris, and expressed her dissatisfaction with the demands made of her there. That in and of itself points to a domineering, emotionally charged familial dynamic, from which Daphne purposefully fled. That kind of mother doesn't just accept a news of engagement from a distance. She appears. Why her family would be shocked by Daphne's engagement to Carter? Daphne has a history of turning down offers. She had made it clear to Carter that she didn't think a relationship was necessary for her to feel whole. That particular detail is important. It implies that Daphne's family is aware of her staunch independence, reluctance to commit, and doubts about marriage in general. When they find out that Daphne has not only fallen in love, but also consented to wed a man who is closely associated with the Forrester family, there would be alarm bells. In particular, her mother might interpret this as either a careless choice that Daphne will regret, a manipulation by a man with a dubious past, or an opportunity for herself. None of those scenarios are favorable for Carter. Scenario 1. A mother who doesn't trust Carter Walton. According to Daphne's mother, Carter Walton is not a reliable option. He is indeed affluent. Indeed, he enjoys professional regard. He is related, yes. However, his love resume is a complete jumble. Several unsuccessful engagements, high-profile divorces, relationships with strong women on an emotional level, a tendency to fall forcefully and then crumble. Daphne's mother won't be pleased with what she discovers if she digs even a little. She won't think twice about going straight after Carter. She might put him to the test, question him, contest his motivations, make him defend all of his failed relationships. She might even insist on answers that Daphne never requested. Even the strongest involvement could be strained by such scrutiny. The second scenario has a mother looking into Carter's past. This is when things start to get risky. It's possible that Daphne's mother won't settle for chat. She might look into it. In Los Angeles circles, many are aware of Carter's amorous past. His failed romances might be used against him, particularly those with women associated with Forrester creations. Daphne's mother will take advantage of any evidence that Carter hesitated, wavered, or brought unresolved feelings into their relationship. To control Daphne, not to keep her safe. She could tell half-truths to Daphne. Timelines are twisted, amplify past injuries, and skepticism spreads quickly once it starts. Scenario 3. The gold digger twist nobody wants, but everyone expects. There is another option. One that is much more scandalous, messy, and in line with BNB's past. What happens if Daphne's mother doesn't support her at all? What if she sees a chance in Los Angeles? A city filled of rich men, Forresters, Spencers, powerful individuals. Daphne's mother's homecoming could quickly turn predatory if she has a history of pursuing security, prestige, or financial stability. She was flirtatious, entice, manipulate. The consequences would be disastrous if she targeted someone close to Daphne, or worse, close to Carter. Imagine the harm if she went after someone Carter trusted, a Spencer ally or a Forrester executive. That type of betrayal would ruin the wedding before it ever started. A mother who pits her daughter against her? Family dynamics that are really uncomfortable have never been avoided in The Bold and the Beautiful. A mother who views her daughter as a rival? Who is bitter about her youth? Is she happy? How did she get away? Soap gold, that is. Subconsciously, Daphne's mother can be resentful of Daphne's happiness if she feels abandoned in Paris and forced to live a life that Daphne rejected. And sabotage is bred by resentment. Daphne's biggest fear. Getting trapped again. Daphne didn't leave Paris lightly. She wanted room, so she departed. Independence. Authority for her own life. That independence is threatened by her mother's arrival in Los Angeles. Daphne's history appears in her present all of a sudden. Her decisions are being scrutinized. There are doubts about her future. Daphne can start to doubt everything due to the strain alone, even whether marriage is really what she wants. And Carter may be destroyed by that doubt. Carter Walton's role. This partnership has been put to the test like never before. At last, he has found a lady who will select him without question. However, Carter may encounter difficulties that he cannot resolve with patience or reason if Daphne's mother shows there with the intention of ending their engagement. He is going to be judged, provoked, maybe embarrassed. Additionally, Carter can find himself repeating the very grief he believed he had overcome if Daphne starts to falter due to familial pressure. Why this scenario makes perfect sense for 2026 from a literary perspective. This scenario fulfills all the requirements: pre-wedding upheaval, an enigmatic history, a morally dubious father, a tested engagement, and a public reckoning. It also gives Daphne dimension. Carter is put to the test. Additionally, it postpones the wedding, something that soap operas like. Conclusion: trouble is coming, and it's wearing a mother's smile. If Daphne Rose's mother shows up in Los Angeles, it won't be a polite visit. There will be an invasion. She'll ask questions. She will use manipulation. She'll cause trouble. And regardless of her motivations, control, envy, concern, or self-interest, one thing is for sure: Daphne and Carter's engagement will not last unaltered. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, love will be put to the test in ways that neither Daphne nor Carter are ready for when the past and future intersect. Keep an eye out. Lee's patience, Dylan's chance, and RJ and Will's reunion. Deacon Sharp's therapy notes are being dictated by Taylor Hayes. Steffi surreptitiously observes her mother. Steffi storms in, furious that Taylor is still seeing Deacon. She can't be with Sheila's spouse, Steffi commands. It's just professional, according to Taylor. Steffi has a lot of doubts regardless of what Taylor says. If Sheila finds out, she might lose it. At last, Taylor acknowledges that she is attracted to the man. She realized she could let go of Rich Forrester after that. Steffi says, well, she can't feel it for Deacon. Give him up as a patient. Sheila and Deacon are at home together when Deacon Sharp became distracted. The woman tries to divert his attention from using the laptop to type. She presses her chest on his face. Deacon takes no action. Sheila is curious about Deacon and Taylor's relationship. She then abruptly states that Taylor has been beneficial to Deacon. She gives him a kiss and walks away. Deacon massages his eyes. I hope Logan Spencer arrives. The blonde is content that her father is by himself. What's happening between you and Taylor? Deacon shifts the subject to Liam Spencer and Hope. Deacon inquires about Beth Spencer. Hope inquires about his therapist once more after stating that Sheila is unable to attend. Deke Sharp was expected to remain silent, according to Deacon. He acknowledges that it's difficult. Hope acknowledges that Steffi approached her. Hope doesn't want Deacon to refuse himself. She advises Deacon to follow his heart. Taylor is in favor of it if it makes her father happy. Taylor would be a significant improvement over Sheila. According to Hope, Deacon has feelings for Taylor even though he is aware that he is married. But if Sheila found out, she may lose her mind. Patience Lee by Lee Finnegan makes an appearance at Il Giardino. Sheila promptly updates her on everything. Sheila discusses Hope and Deke's lack of encouragement. It will take time, according to Lee. Will Spencer eavesdrops on RJ and Electra Forrester's conversation regarding Luna Nozawa at Dylan's opportunity at Forrester Creations. Will enters and announces the return of the Golden Boy. It felt like a good moment to go back because, according to RJ, his parents have reconciled. The fact that EJ and Electra had never met before today surprises Will. The fact that they are not connected by blood is brought up once more. We understand, Bold. RJ tells Will how gifted Electra is. The young man considers himself fortunate that Electra decided to date him. That's adorable, ah? Will claims that since he is now a member of FC, they shouldn't behave in the same way as Ridge and Bill Spencer. RJ completely concurs. Elektra answers a call as Will departs. Elektra cancels her arrangements to see Will tonight. In order to assist Ivy Forrester, she must work late. Will visits Dylan at home in the meantime. Will receives a call from Elektra informing him that she must work late. Will offers to save her some chicken because he understands. Dylan inquires as to how things are going.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.